Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the week of the 19th through the 24th, I believe it is. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone this particular week. We're going to get into your current energy, your near future, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on for this particular week. I do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for all of your support. I love you guys. And if you're new here, I hope you will stay. All right, so let's get into your energy. This is for Cancer. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles. This is your current energy with the Emperor card and the King of Swords. Then we have the Justice in reverse in the near future, the Tower cards in the center, and then we have the Moon card. And what Spirit wants you to focus on is the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. And I have a feeling I know what this is going to be about. So the Three of Wands, this is about a couple different things. It could be about being patient and waiting for those things that you were hoping to come in. Your patience could also be paying off. So you may be seeing like the rewards for a lot of really hard work that you've been putting in. This is also about an opportunity I think that might be coming towards you. It could be next week or, in the next couple of weeks where you feel like finally, after waiting so long, that opportunity comes about. So it could be a little bit different for all of you. It definitely feels like a sense of being patient and, like I said, getting rewards for something that you've been waiting on. Now, it could also be needing to be patient around a certain situation if it's a relationship. Also, with the Five of Pentacles, that tells me that maybe you had a lot of patience in a situation and unfortunately, you didn't want to put any more energy into it. Either you walked away or the person that you were dealing with decided that maybe things weren't working out, or you just got tired of waiting. So there could be a lot of different energies that fall into place there. With the Emperor, I feel like this is your energy. This is like taking your strength back, taking your control back. So if you felt the need to walk away from something because it wasn't either an energetic match, is what I'm hearing, or it just didn't feel right anymore, this tells me right now, in this current situation, in your current emotions, that you're taking that back. You're not holding back anymore. If there's something that you've been waiting for to speak on, in other words, you've been patient, and you kind of bit your tongue. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, I'm going to speak my truth because I need to give this situation clarity. It could be a work situation as well as a relationship. But right now it feels like you are in your power, and I love that. That means you're getting your strength back, maybe after a period of feeling like you kept pushing and the train was going really slow. And now you're like, nope, clarity, pure clarity. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm taking my power back, and nobody's going to get in the way of that. All right, we will clarify that. I didn't mention, so let me do that now. Once we finish this spread, I will clear the cards, get into the energy of the person that you have on your mind and your energy, and then we will get the romance angels, a possible outcome, and some oracle cards. Okay, so in the near future, the Justice in reverse and the Tower card and the Moon card. There's several things about this that I want to say. So the Justice in reverse is feeling like you may not have gotten justice in a situation. So if something had to fall apart or break away from your life, it could have been because you found something out. Either something came to light at a job and it made you feel like, wait, this doesn't feel good or right to me. I think it's time for a big change. So something could have been revealed to you at work. Now, if this was a relationship, this is, to me, feeling like if things are not going to balance out for you and you still don't feel like they are, you need that change in order for you to move forward. The moon cycles could be affecting you as well. So you may have realized something at the new moon and decided, you know what, this has to fall away from my life in order for me to move forward. You could be dealing with a Libra, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Taurus, as well as air. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I have lots of Earth as well, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So like I said, something is being released from your life because there was either, from that person, you may have felt like there were secrets and something came up, or maybe it's that you were telling yourself something and the reality of the situation came to light. So sometimes we want to believe that people are a certain way, and then they show us their true colors. And we really don't have a choice but to make a decision to either walk away, which is what it feels like you did. And typically the universe will come in and break that away from you in order for you to understand that it isn't necessary on your path, or it's holding you back on your path. So what it is that you're trying to achieve won't be easily achieved if something or someone is in the way. All right, so what Spirit wants you to focus on, balance. The Six of Pentacles in reverse just feels like, we talk about this a lot with Cancers. You guys know I'm a Cancer. So we have trouble balancing in relationships. We naturally give. We can't help it. It's who we are. We shouldn't have to change because other people don't appreciate it. But we still need to focus, where it's a work in progress always, on realizing that we deserve that in return. And putting up those proper barriers. I say barriers, you guys know, I mean boundaries, healthy boundaries, so that the type of energy that comes towards you understands you're not going to give till it hurts, that you also deserve to receive in return. Now the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, same thing. Realizing that moving too quickly in any situation and putting too much work in is going to exhaust you, and taking that back. So I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on pulling back your energy, not moving too quickly or pushing too hard. This also just feels like there's a need for kind of a timeout. So if you've been really putting in a lot and you're not balancing out your me time with what you give to your job or your partnerships or your kids or anything that you do outside of yourself, this feels like Spirit wants you to take a moment. So next week, next 10 days, you could be needing to focus a lot on yourself and not pushing too hard. Okay, so let's clarify the Five of Pentacles and the Emperor card. So we have the Knight of Cups. So there's a feeling of wanting to move forward. This could also be an energy. Okay, we go through this in the reading, so I'm going to tell you, if you haven't been with me before, I will give you the scenarios. If you're single, this could be somebody that has now come towards you, or the energy is starting to work its way towards you because you walked away from another situation that was no longer suiting you. So if it was a job, you could be getting an offer. That could be something that you're going to love very much because it is the Cups. It could also be a person. Could it be somebody from your past? I always say yes, their energy could show up. Specifically this time, I'm not sure 100%, but I do feel like for some of you, someone may come back and say, listen, maybe we got off on the wrong foot and I'd like to try this again. Not saying that it's 100% for everyone, but for a few of you, that may be the case. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse just tells me that, again, there's a feeling of drained energy. You could be dealing with somebody who's having a lot of financial issues as well, and or that person could have put you in a position where you were spending a lot and it was just too much. Because sometimes we do that. Cancers tend to like to, shower people that we love with things and our love and everything all in one big bundle, and that could be a stress on your finances. Now, if you've left a job because it wasn't suiting you anymore, you are up to your wits, you know what I mean? Like up to the top with dealing with whatever was going on there, then this means you might need to hold on to some finances in order to make sure that when you take that new step forward that you're okay in a financial situation in your finances. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. So this to me says that you have foresight. You understand what's coming in. You're starting to feel it. It's getting more clear. This is my light at the end of the tunnel. So it does feel like you know that this change is correct, and you can see more and more. It's being illuminated what you need to do to move forward. All right, so let's clarify the Justice in reverse with the Tower card. This is in the near future. It could be happening for you now as well. It just feels like there's something that's going to shift, and it doesn't have to be a bad situation. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then we have the World card. Okay, so for some of you, this is definitely a cycle that is trying to close out. So the Tower's coming in, it's going to remove things. It's going to feel a little unstable. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it may feel like, ugh, am I ever going to find the right one for me? I know I want love in my life, but is this the same type of relationship that I have to deal with over and over again? Am I ever going to find that person that fills me up? Now, that's going to be for those of you who have left a relationship and want to move forward in love. So in the near future, it's just that those things are being pulled away so that the opportunity for someone who's going to be the right one for you can show up. That's why the World card is here. So still closing out some cycles, learning a few lessons, painful ones nonetheless. And it's telling you that there is a major change in the future. The Wheel of Fortune could be that you're going to make more money in the new job. It's going to be probably a little bit of a surprise. Maybe you weren't expecting it. That too is about closing out cycles and brand new beginnings. So some of you, life is going to really change in the next couple of weeks. It could be up to, anywhere from 10 to 30 days, let's say the energy. Now the Knight of Wands is moving towards something that's very passionate. I feel like this is your energy. I'm not picking up so much about somebody else. Could it be? Absolutely. But right now it feels like that's you moving forward in your own life, taking back control and saying, I'm going to continue moving forward. I'm not going to let whatever these changes are stop me. I may need to take a breath or a break, but I still want to continue to move forward. Now, we can get a little bit of obsessive sometimes. I don't think this is some toxic energy that's around you. I actually feel like these are the habits that we tend to sort of engage in, because cancers can be so passionate that they push so hard that it can actually be unhealthy for you. So this could be releasing some of those toxic behaviors as well and allowing yourself to chill the you-know-what out. Okay, so let's clarify the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse for what Spirit wants you to focus on. All right, so we have the Judgment in reverse and the Three of Swords. So this is definitely around relationships that I feel like are still kind of lingering in the back of your mind. It could be subconsciously. It doesn't always mean that it's constantly in your forethought, but you could be still kind of hanging on to and thinking about as you go through these shifts. As you continue on your spiritual journey, you start understanding why relationships had to happen and releasing them. It takes time. So please be patient with yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. If you're still rethinking stuff, that's okay. We all do it. Spirit wants you to focus on releasing it and moving forward. Understanding, like I say all the time, the lessons that you learned from those. Valuing yourself more, not putting so much of your energy, effort, love, passion into things without there being balance in that. Now the Judgment card in reverse means making a decision. Now here comes that energy that could have been a third-party situation. So this could just be you replaying that in your mind. Is that person that I was seeing in a third party? Or you found out that they were and the pain is still there. So that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Releasing that, understanding you did the right thing, you made the right choice. If your intuition told you that it had happened or it was happening, and maybe you didn't get any kind of for sure clarification, this is an indication that, yes, trust your intuition. It was probably exactly that. We need to move forward, start to heal, and know that as you start to build up those proper boundaries, you start to attract better into your life. The Tower, it definitely clears things when it's necessary. Even though it hurts at the time, you understand later that it had to go. All right, so there's still some decisions. Judgment in reverse could be some of you may have or are thinking about leaving a marriage. The Justice in reverse and then the Judgment in reverse, both are very much marriage cards to me. Now, I don't have the Four of Wands, but that doesn't mean that it couldn't be that. It could be that you've already divorced and this is still that kind of healing process after that had happened and feeling heartbroken by how things transpired. That could also just be a breakup of a long-term relationship. Now, we'll get into your person's energy and your energy. So if you happen to be just dating and you have someone on your mind, or you're in a relationship and you're questioning whether you want to stay in that, or you just want to know with you're happy, but you just kind of want to see where things are. It could resonate for all of you. All right. This is for Cancer. Tell me about their person and their energy. Sorry about the cards. I know they're loud. Okay, this is for Cancer. So your person's energy. We have the Fool in reverse, the Sun card, the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yours is the Tower in reverse, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands in reverse. The overall energy is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a feeling of instability within this situation. So if right now you don't think that it's solid or grounded or feels quite right, that's just the energy of what's going on between the two of you. Now, the person that you're inquiring about is the Fool in reverse. So this is somebody who's not really willing to take like a leap. So if they feel to you like they're holding back, and the King of Pentacles could mean that as well, they're just holding back, whether it be their resources or their energy, whatever it is, they do feel, in a sense, like they're not putting forth as much as they have to offer. I think they're just a little hesitant right now. Now, you could be dealing with a Leo. We have the Sun card. So this is somebody who I think definitely enjoys your company because you show up right here with them. So they'd like to move forward. They are happy in the situation. I just think they move a little bit slower than the average bear. Now, the Queen of Pentacles this is someone who's stable within themselves. So male or female energy, this is someone, if it's a male, who's in touch with their feminine side. And they enjoy, let's say, I want to say the finer things in life, whatever. We all do, in a sense. But in this case, I just feel like their energy is very balanced. So they are in a good place. They're stable. And maybe you sense that, and that's something that you admire about this person. So with the Chariot card, that just feels like there is going to be steady movement. At least that's what their energy is speaking of. All right, so in your energy, we have the Tower in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands. This, to me, just says you're cautious. You've already been through that Tower moment that we saw. This is kind of what's going on around you, and lots of things have been pulled out of your life. We've also discussed that in your readings before. The Page of Wands in reverse just tells me you don't want to deal with anybody who plays games, who's going to come in, whether you're dealing with somebody younger or not. You don't want to deal with immature energies. If they can't bring it forward, then, go, because you don't have time and energy for someone who's going to be emotionally or mentally in relationships unstable. Now, the Queen of Swords, maybe there's something that you still feel like you need to say to this person that you haven't said yet. So that may be sort of swirling around in you. I would say hold back until you're clear about how this person shows up for you. Because, sometimes we can get in a place where we just want to give somebody a good licking and they may not deserve it just yet. So hold on to that. Watch your words before you speak out. That whole think before you speak, because we have sharp tongues and we can really hurt when we lash. Now, the King of Wands in reverse, this to me says that you're holding back. In other words, you don't want to give too much too quickly in any situation. So you could have created a little more than just boundaries. There are some barriers, and you don't want to give of yourself in that way. In other words, you don't want to tell too much about yourself or connect too intimately, not physically, just on an intimate level, which means revealing too much about who you are and where you're from, those types of things. I think you want to hold back a little bit. Maybe you've also had some lessons around realizing that when you share too much, too quickly that people don't have a chance to get to know you and may judge. So if you feel judged, that's their problem, not yours. But it just feels like your energy wants to hold back because you don't want to do that again if you were, because we're open. I mean, you know, we speak very clearly. We're pretty much an open book. But some people don't know how to take that. You know, they're just kind of quiet and reserved and only want to know little bits and pieces. And it's like, what, but why? I want you to know everything there is to know about me. If we like each other, we like each other. It's just the way it is. Okay, so let's get the romance angels and see what we've got there. And then we'll get a potential outcome for you. All right. This is for Cancer. So we have new love. All right. So this could be a new love for you, or it could be that you're looking for new love and you want to know the energy. Playfulness. That's great. Reconciliation. Is it possible? Yes. This could be someone from your past. Past life relationship. So you have a very tight connection with this person. And engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's not going to be for all of you. It could be for some of you that you know that this is the person you want to be with, and you just sense that there's a possibility that you could end up either engaged or married to this person. Now, new love. Like I said, if somebody from the past wants to come back and you still feel that there's something worth visiting, then it could be that they show up differently. They feel more new. Like I had thought, you might just be dating someone and be wondering. So it's curiosity more than anything about that person. If you're in a long-term relationship with someone, there may be a part of you that has closed yourself off and not sure that you want to stay, like in a marriage. So it could be that there's renewal needed. So playfulness, in order to get the sparks going again, to kind of, you know, all relationships that last a really long time, especially marriages, need some effort put in order to rekindle that fire. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And of course, reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So I do feel like there is a deep connection with whoever this is that you are inquiring about. You just know. You just know there's some kind of connection. There's some reason that this person is in your life or has been in your life. Okay, so let's get a possible outcome for you. This is for Cancer. So we have the Four of Swords, get out of your head, Ace of Pentacles, great, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Temperance. So the High Priestess, trust your intuition. You know, you have incredible intuition. You know what's going to work for you. You know in your gut if somebody's not right for you. It's following those signs. It's going to be super important in this particular situation for whoever's watching this video. All right, the Four of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So get out of your head and let this kind of move forward. You've done a lot of work on yourself. The mental energy could be a little bit overpowering, and this is just saying, yes, there is a possibility for a stable new beginning, no matter what the circumstances are for you. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse, this just feels like, okay, I'm not fulfilled right this moment. I'm not sure that this is everything that I want moving forward, but I am willing to possibly work on it. Now, Temperance in reverse would tell me that you might be losing patience, like we discussed with the Three of Wands in the beginning of the reading. There's a part of you that's like, okay, I've waited. All right, Spirit, come on. You know, come on, I've been patient. So you may be losing your patience around whether this is going to work for you or not. All right, so the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what that has for you for this week. All right. So we have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So remember when I said, Spirit said to pull back your energy, don't put so much effort? That's it. It's self-preservation. So take a step back, maybe just for this week, and allow yourself some time to let things flow. All right, and then we have, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. That's perfect. Okay, so last but not least, we will get the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, messages from Spirit. This is for Cancer. Last message is for Cancer. So we have regeneration, like we talked about, chop wood, round and round, chaos and conflict, and to be fair. So the to be fair, I think, is you needing to be fair to yourself. This reduces to an 11. Yes, that's soulmate energy. Could be twin flame energy as well. But you want to be fair to you first. That's the most important thing. And if something doesn't feel balanced, then we know what to do. Okay, regeneration, that's that time I said you need a little bit of time. There's a lot of new things, new energies working their way towards you and through you right now. So you're going to need to make sure you rest properly, eat properly. All of those things are going to be important for you to get through this time. Chop wood, that's 6. That 2 is about balance. Now, this could be, okay, so I'm just going to say this is going to sound weird, but this is what I'm getting. They're talking about physical activity. So chopping wood is a very physical act, correct? So in order for your body to get rejuvenated, sometimes we need to just get up and get moving. Even if you walk in place, you know, get your coffee, walk in place, whatever it is that you do, get your body moving, because I feel like that's going to help keep you balanced as well. Round and round, you want to get out of whatever cycle you feel like. I said we're closing that cycle out, so this is going to end. There aren't going to be repeats of the same kind of relationships. As soon as you learn that lesson, it's good. You will not repeat that again because you're going to know better. Your intuition's going to kick you. So the chaos and conflict could be that there's just a little bit of imbalance within. The 3s are about mind, body, and soul to me. That's how I read them as a reader. So it could just be a little bit of internal conflict as you go through these changes in this time. If the tower has come down and you feel a little shaken up, or you've just left something like a job or a relationship, it could feel a little bit chaotic. But things are going to balance out. They always do. No matter what, no matter how horrible things are, we always do come out the other end okay. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you guys to pieces. Again, I do personal readings in the description box below. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.